Big Brandon Carter. It's wintertime here in New York. It's cold as fuck. Snow everywhere. What I like to do in the wintertime, I like to take advantage of the cold by using the cold weather to help me burn some fat, man. Help me get a little rip. Help me get my six-pack packing a little bit more. When you work out in cold weather, in a cold environment, what happens is your body gets cold, right? And your body wants to stay at 98 degrees. It's going to do everything it can to stay at 98 degrees. And in order to do that, your body's going to burn up a lot of calories. A lot more calories than it would burn in a warm environment. But there's two ways I take advantage of that. Is one, I like to work out in the cold. I go out there to the pull-up bars. I do my calisthenics out there sometimes. In the snow, 20 degrees, man. I don't care. I'm trying to get ripped, man. I'm trying to get cut up. Or what I do sometimes when I'm trying to cut is I'll take ice baths. You know, I fill up the tub with either ice, or I have like these, I have these freezer packs that I keep in the freezer, and I fill up my tub with them. I take like a 10-minute bath in that shit. When you put your body in extreme cold temperatures, you burn so many calories. It's really ridiculous. I talked about this a lot in my book, Ultimate Cut: 7 Secrets to Burn Fat Fast as Hell. For like 2 weeks straight, it was the #1 ebook in the nutrition section of Amazon.com. So best-selling author shit, you know what I'm saying? So in the book, I cited a lot of research that showed that cold exposure does burn fat, and I explained it a lot better. But I'm gonna put a link in the description of a NASA scientist talking about how cold exposure helps burn fat and how he used it to burn a substantial amount of fat. He had been trying to burn fat for so long and he couldn't do it until he started using cold exposure. And he went from basically being obese to being a real slim dude. I'll put a link in the description that shows how he accomplished that. It shows the NASA scientists explaining it. I already know what you're gonna write in the comments. Oh, you're gonna get sick out there in the cold. And that's not how it works, man. That is a misnomer, all right? In the history of human existence, there's been no scientific evidence to support the claims that cold weather makes you sick or causes any kind of illness. People catch colds and the flu because of bacteria and because of viruses. And the reason we get sick a lot more in the winter is because we stay indoors more, and we pass along, and we spread viruses and bacteria more frequently in the wintertime because we're all indoors. Cold weather doesn't make you sick. That's the reason I can take ice baths and not get sick. Anybody who's participated in collegiate athletics at a high level, they know that ice baths are like, it's just a part of training. If being cold made you sick, then these athletes would be sick all the time because of the ice baths, and that's just not the case, man. I'll put a link in the description of some more studies that show that cold weather does not make you sick, for all of you who are worried about it. I don't want us to argue about this shit in the comments section. I'm just gonna put a link in the description that shows you that I'm right. It's gonna corroborate everything I say, you know. So I try to always back up the advice I give you guys with science. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's stuff that worked for me and worked for the people I've trained. Like, I've been a trainer for over 10 years, man. Certified, bitch. So all the advice I give you has worked for me and my clients. I also want to give you guys the science behind it too, so you know that it's not just some shit that worked for me and some motherfuckers I trained. I always try to back up my claims with like science and data that shows that it's going to work for the majority of human beings on planet Earth. So take that for what it's worth. Hope that helps, man. Yo, get out there in the cold, man. You know what I'm saying? Get out there in the cold. Walk outside with a t-shirt. You won't get sick and you will burn more fat, alright? Hope that helps.